Alright, just starting. Video's just started. I'm putting on my gloves. This is the day that I broke my back. Got my kicks on that I went and got with Sabina. Pretty dope, but they a little tight in the feet. I got really wide feet. Got the sweats on. Should be warmed up. I already tell that from compared to like when I first started hitting the bag again, just the speed of my feet, like how fluid I am, will definitely increase. So right now I have that guy that's working next to me, so I'm trying to like just touch the bag real light, so I don't move it around too much because I don't want to annoy him or anything. Which actually led to me doing a bunch of those rolls and slips off to the side, which probably was another reason why my back was pretty sore. So in the beginning, I usually just try to touch the bag, move around a little bit, not throw anything hard. Whenever I rotate off, I almost always throw a lead hook. I think that's generally good practice. Lead hook or a low kick as you're exiting off of a pivot. Yeah, that's just good practice. Usually catch people with their hands down. So I throw a lot of 1-2s. I think it's just something good to do. It should be as sharp as you can. I mean, it's the most basic combination out there, but if you got a really good 1-2, you don't really need much else. Plus, it sets everything else up. Yeah, I'm already starting to hit pretty hard. Yeah, so there's a difference between like a regular right hand and like after I pivot my right hand, because I want to have that as straight as possible. It's the most important part, because it's a timing thing. So a lot of times I like shot from wherever my hands are being held. The dog's attacking the mailman right now. Alright. So cross my feet a little bit here, but not too much. I think I've been better at that recently. I don't think I'm warmed up enough to throw spinning back kicks yet. To deal with that. Since I was doing inside work, I started throwing a little bit more uppercuts. It's kind of difficult to throw on a regular heavy bag, but you can stick them in there if you practice, and you can't do it while it's moving around a lot. That's where you'll hurt your wrist. But when you're on the inside and you're just like touching the bag, and then you throw the uppercut, you can still stick it in there without hurting anything. I'm gonna double up on my jab a lot more. I did like a bald bull impersonation with the feints. Actually, Tyson Fury does that. He does like a bald bull from Mike Tyson's Punch Out, where he uses both hands up and down before he throws a combination. That's it. It works on Deontay Wilder, so it'll work on a lot of people. Yeah, that pivot back hook, it's not like really a check hook. It's something I learned at Red Schaefer's, but I do it off, like when I start pivoting off to the side. That's something they didn't ever work on. They usually worked on it just going straight back, and I like it pivoting off to the side, switching stances and throwing it. The same amount of power, but because you're coming off at an angle, it's a little bit safer. You gotta watch out for getting leg kicked though, but I'd rather eat a leg kick than a really strong right hook. I got a good right hook, so it's up to them. touching the bag with the feet a lot. So it takes me a while before I throw the kicks hard, and this bag is really heavy. It looks fairly small, but because it's hung up so high, there's a lot of torque. So I'm moving the whole bag every time I hit the bag because of how high it is. I still have this problem where I'm exiting, and I drop my hands down, my lead hand down. I'm purposely like focusing, keeping my eyes like on the bag if I had to slip and counter, but like just practicing that. But it's still, I should exit with my hands up a lot more often so people don't try to, you don't have that bad habit, Yeah, some great body shots during the session. Really good pop. So like when you're throwing combinations on a bag, I mean, yeah, you have some memorized patterns and stuff, but if you're alone and the bag's gonna swing because you can actually hit the bag, then really you're only gonna be able to throw 2-punch combinations at a time, generally speaking. But the key is to throw those quicker. So like 2-punch, slip, duck, step back, and then go back in again. So it's always good practice when you get on the inside to think about your clinch work. I always practice my one-handed shots to the body and to the head. Kind of like exercise more than anything. And try to throw those as hard as possible. Because if you can actually do damage while you're in that clinch situation, that's a super valuable tool. Yeah, I like to exit with that. Pivot, hook. Oh, that's a good flurry. So yeah, if you throw a bunch of 1-2s with broken up double jabs and broken up like just a 2 by itself and then slip and then throw another 2 again, you double up on it like that. I mean, you can make some serious flurries with just 2 punches. You don't even need anything else. That's enough to really like confuse the hell out of the person you're throwing against and throw a really good volume. I'm touching the bag again because guys over there working, so I'm throwing in a lot of rolls. Again, probably one of the reasons the back's so hurt today. I throw a toe kick, but with the shoes that I have, like if I was barefoot, I'm actually a lot better at throwing toe kicks without getting my toes curled. It's actually harder for me to throw a toe kick with shoes on, because I can't really aim my foot very well into the bag. So I try to throw those on the lighter side so I don't hurt my toes or anything. But yeah, and the higher I'm throwing them, the slightly less accurate I'm going to be. So I throw them pretty much at the bottom of this bag. It's basically crotch level. But if I was barefoot, I'd be able to throw it to the body of the bag, or the body, or at least my body. I mean, if it's really tall guy and be able to do that. So one thing I do like kind of well, but sometimes a little off. I generally don't turn my head with the punches. You gotta not turn your head with your punches. It keeps the shoulders from defending your face and your chin, and also adds any little extra power to the other person's shot if they counter you with the same kind of shot. So if you throw a left hook and you pull your head to the right, like following the trajectory of the hook, then if they're throwing a left hook too, well, that's gonna make their left hook that much harder. And it's a common counter is the same punch. It's the easiest counter to throw, actually. So I start getting my gas tank lowered, start moving around. But actually, right now I'm in a dancing section. So I was working with a guy, with the Dylan, and I was talking about how when you jab to the left, you want to, you move to the left and you jab to the left, you want to pivot, if you're orthodox stance, of course. You want to do a little double pivot. If you're going to the right, you want to burst out. So I was showing those movements, and then a roll with the right hand. So if you're fighting from the outside, so do a little section on that. I can't do it all, the whole bag workout, because my feet would get shredded. I can't dance for 35 minutes. I like that. I can't do anything right now. But yeah, so everything seemed, I'm a little tall right now, so I'm working on the inside. My legs are not bent enough. When you're on the inside, you want to be a little bit lower. Most of the benefits is when you're low on the inside for grappling, for striking. You want your forehead like underneath their chin if possible. So it's bad form to not have my legs bent here. Reach for that jab, but that's fine. So again, I'm keeping it really simple. Just walking when my cardio's gone, I'm going out and touching the bag with toe kicks. Little fake pendulum kicks, because I can't pendulum kick to the legs because the bag's too high. So it's a little bit of a problem, but I'm making do. You know, I really wish I had a long bag so I could full length bag so I could throw leg kicks on a bag, but no, not an opportunity right now. It's almost always when you throw a body kick, you want to like do a double pivot out to get back to your stance and get further away from the opponent. Because you got one leg in the air, you know, if you're throwing up like a secondary little punch after the kick, cool. Then you can stay at like punching range, because now you're like already started throwing your hands and they have to worry about that. But generally, if you throw a kick from long range, you want to stay long range. Not let them have the opportunity to rush you. If you're already starting to move back slightly, it's easier if they rush you to circle out. I just triple jabbed and just let my hand fall to my waist after I got out of there. But I was moving backwards at least. I still, you don't want to get be overconfident and be like, oh, that's nice. A little left hook, overhand right. Roll underneath, shot, pivot out to the right. Having a little explosive phase right here. Body kick's looking good. Yeah, you just swing your leg. It's not difficult. I'd be able to get a little bit more on it, actually, if go. Bad dog. Yeah, I'd be able to get more on it if it wasn't such a sticky floor and I didn't have good grip on my shoes, so I could actually rotate fully my hip. I mean, that's what you want to do. You can throw it with your leg staying straight like that, but luckily I know the bag is going to be there, so if I didn't and I threw it at that hard and I didn't rotate my hip, my knee would be just destroyed. So yeah, when you're hitting a bag, it's actually a lot of times you'll develop this bad habit because you think, oh well, every time I throw this kick as hard as I can, there's always something there to catch it. So you don't worry about what's going to happen if you miss. But yeah, you want to rotate. If I had no shoes on, I would automatically rotate, but that's because I've been doing it for years. So that's different. So if you're starting out, always focus on rotating that hip and being on that ball of the foot, so you don't hurt your knee, and you get more power. So I started throwing 3 shots to the body after every little combination I did. Again, another reason why I pushed my back too hard. Whenever you're throwing body shots, especially hooks, you're digging, so you're leaning forward and you're twisting. So literally one of the worst combinations of when it comes to back strain, so. So usually I'm moving all the time, but because I'm throwing these 3 body shots, it's really zapping my cardio right now. So I'm not doing as much movement. Yeah, I really think that stretch is what did it. I really should save that long, wide stretch for the end of the workout. I just took it too far. I used to just do it to where I would just do the very wide stretch and then the one kind of squat stretch, and that was enough. I would keep doing these extra little bits. Get you in trouble. Yeah, my replacement side kick. I love that. It's a great move to the body or the knee. I don't know why they call it a side kick to the knee, an oblique kick. That just annoys me. Like, an oblique kick it's an actual kick, like it's a stomp, It's like kind of a reverse side kick in a sense, because you're using your foot forward instead of from the backside. So it's like a totally different kick, but you still call it an oblique kick. I don't know why. Ignorance. Yeah, so throwing some the spinning back fist, you gotta, like, when you do spinning back fist, show the difference. Like, do a spinning back fist, ran away after I landed it, threw a spinning elbow, got into clinch after I landed it. It's just a distance thing. Too close to not grab a hold of someone after you throw a spinning elbow. And then with spinning back fist, you're too far away to be able to grab someone right away. So, and you can't see them. So, unless you knock them out, you need to get the hell out of there. So now I'm stretching, and I got the bag in a little situation there. These are fine. Got that shirt from Josh Moody. It's like, if I recall correctly, it's from the gym that Conor McGregor works out at. I grew up working out at. I'm not sure if it's still the same one. So throwing in my defense, lifting my leg up. Check imaginary kicks. A little shuffle into that power body kick. So there's every once in a while I'm doing bag work where I really like act as if I'm in the boxing range, and it's a very like high intensity situation. I feel like if you're gonna, like, you can do your entrances and exits, so you start from like kicking range, and then you enter into boxing range, punching range, and then you exit out. But then you can also just be in boxing range and just have it very, very serious there. Here I'm doing a little roll body shot while the guy's still there, just so I can kill time. But again, more back straining, weakening type exercises. So I'm showing my absolute lack of class with my black sweatpants and white socks. So black socks with black pants. Oh man. It's a baby monitor. It amplifies the sound so much. It's crazy. Like it really sounds like he's being murdered back there by my wife. He's fine. Still stretching. He's my little monster. Alright, bouncing around, see, loosening up after that last stretching. Felt fine. I felt energized. Because I didn't stretch too long. That was my biggest problem with my when I had the back injury. Trying to find my range with the jab. That was nice before truly exiting. I touch with the jab. Wait to see if I have an opportunity. Yeah, see, that would have been a great opportunity for a spinning back kick on the outside. Just cross my legs, but right now I'm already like really fatigued, and I'm thinking like, what should I do? I should just go back to doing the stretches. But again, this is where I really fuck things up. Center. Ooh. I'm just gonna skip ahead. I don't want to see me stretching and getting my back all super tight, so I'm just skipping through that. I'm gonna do my sumo squat stretches. Alright, now I started up again. I'm tight as shit. You can see the way I'm walking around. It looks absolutely terrible. And I'm feeling it too, but I'm just like, nah, I'm good. And my back doesn't even feel right now. Like already it's not feeling right. I'm just moving around nice and slow. I'm trying to warm it up. I'm thinking, oh, I can warm it up. That's fine. I'll be fine. But I'm doing a little head movement, trying to loosen it up a little bit. It's probably starting to feel a little better now. And here I'm still just barely walking around. Probably just lifting that leg off the ground was enough to make my back feel like, oh man, it's gonna seize up. And I'm just trying to, instead of throwing hard, I'm trying to keep my gloves up high and work my proper defense with my offense. My head really close to the bag. Chin down. Nice little shifting. That knee, oh my god, you can see how hard it was for me to rotate while I had that knee off the ground. My legs are basically locked. I'm thinking I'm warming up, but I'm not. You just see how I'm moving. I'm not moving right. Nice inside elbow combinations. Yeah, everybody just does one big elbow. I mean, or you hold the head and you elbow from the one side. But you can combo with elbows. It's just a bit more difficult. You gotta practice it. Yeah, so if anybody throws an elbow at you, generally speaking, take advantage of it if they didn't hit you. Because they're probably not going to follow up with anything else. It's generally the last thing they're going to throw. Unless it's the same elbow. It's where they go right and left. It's usually just right or left. Or just the one. The one's the most common. Yeah, my back's so stiff. I can't believe I'm about to injure myself and watch myself injure myself. Just how stupid I am that I'm so tight. And now I'm going to start throwing a little harder. I start throwing harder until I throw full blast with my back being at full tightness. It's absolutely crazy. I bet that overhand already hurt. Yeah, that one too. I don't know, I'm proving a point to myself or something that my body's not going to stop me or something dumb like that. I mean, my body's what's allowing me to do what I'm doing, so. I mean, it's a great skip hook. But overhand left was labored, so I'm probably already broken. Now, I just don't feel the pain yet. But it's this, I think it's the last combination. Seal the deal, really. So I think it was a jab, right hand to the body, left hook or something like that. Really ended it. Yeah, I'm walking around. I'm walking around. I'm done. You're done. Just take your gloves off. Just take your gloves off. You're done. You don't need to do any more. You've done enough. Yeah, I think that was it. I did it from the southpaw stance. I swear it was from orthodox. I thought it was a right hand who did it. There's that 3 hook. Yeah, I'm throwing full blast now. I already had my workout. I'm already done. Don't need to do anymore. That was it. It was that right hand to the body. Look, my head goes up. Chin tilts it up in the air. My back is fudged. I have done it. I have destroyed my back. Oh, I'm already rubbing it. Yep, there's me rubbing it. Oh, no. Josh, what did you do? What did you do? Oh, man.
Too much. My low back is destroyed.
Yeah, destroyed. It's true.